The Daily Download. The Daily Download. Daily Download. With Mac and Gaydos. The biggest stories now.
A shocking confession from former Secretary of State Condi Rice.
No, it's not that one.
She did like Gaddafi.
Yeah, no, it's not that one.
Oh.
We were in Shanghai, actually, when the vice president came on the screen and said that the White House detectors had detected botulinum toxin, and we were all, those of us who were exposed, were going to die.
So they were exposed to some kind of nerve agent, and they weren't sure if they were going to die, and the president and Condoleezza Rice and others had to wait to find out, well, is it true or not? That would be the longest day of my life.
They had to wait 24 hours. We didn't know if the president had been poisoned. This is George W. Bush, obviously. So, as Condi said, they were in Shanghai, and they didn't get the results of the test. And the person that, I guess, what did they send the test to the CDC?
Yeah.
They called back and said, good news, the mice are feet down.
Yeah, not feet up.
So just think about that for a second. If they're feet up, they're dead. They were feet down. But the interesting part of this story is
what she said she would have done if they know they were going to die and she only had 30 minutes left with the president.
She would have gotten together with Gaddafi?
No.
Oh, geez.
Remember she used to call President Bush her husband? Remember she made that
her
mistake?
Work husband or something like that?
Yeah, no, at a dinner she referred to him as my husband.
Oh.
I think she had a secret crush on George W. I think she would have taken advantage of that.
Oh, why don't you stop
We only
it?
got a half hour. What are we going to do?
All right.
Oscar Tillman, president of the NAACP Maricopa, is not a fan of Rafi Torres.
Yeah, not right now is Rafi Torres dressed up as Jay-Z for Halloween. The problem is Rafi Torres is light-skinned, Hispanic, a person of color, but a lot of people are having problem with anyone who is light-skinned dressing up as what they consider blackface.
Rafi Torres is a player for the Phoenix Coyotes. By the way, most of you don't know this. That's our hockey team. Mm-hmm. You know, they're not bad.
Right.
So this guy is a Hispanic, light-skinned, wants to dress up as Jay-Z, has black paint on his face, and now Oscar Tillman is in the mix.
I will gladly sit down with him and let him know the history of what that means. But I would love for him to say, it's not that I love Beyonce and Jay-Z to do this, but I would like to know the history of why I shouldn't have done it. That is the change.
Well, maybe he does know the history, and he's being it's Halloween.
Yeah.
You can be a character for Halloween.
Again, this can be a generational thing where people who are older are more sensitive to this, where there has been such a cross-culture, especially in the music industry, that Rafi Torres says, hey, I'm a big fan, and my wife went, or my girlfriend went as Beyonce. I don't see the problem.
My guess would be that Rafi Torres knows the history of blackface.
I don't know about that.
Why not?
He's a young guy in his 20s. Do you know the history of blackface?
Oh,
I mean, unless somebody told these people, back in school, how are they going to know? We've come so far from that.
According to CPS, 2010 was not a good year for kids in Arizona.
No, not at all.
The Republic reports an annual report released in a few weeks will show that 70 children died from maltreatment last year, 6 more than 2009.
70 children died of maltreatment, and I think 20% of those kids that died were special needs.
And what? And 20% more were under the age of 1.
I think 50% were under the age of 1.
Was it 50?
Yeah. So
either way, that's a problem for CPS and, of course, the state. But do you blame parents? Do you blame the economy?
Well, of course,
do you blame CPS?
Well, the parents are the ones that are killing the children. So, yeah, more Arizona children died of abuse in 2010. Mm-hmm. But CPS is overworked. They don't have enough boots on the ground. They can't save every kid. The system is completely broken. But I think one way to fix it, and I'm talking about CPS, don't put the kids back with the parents. Stop trying to get them back with their family.
Yeah,
maybe the best thing for them is to get them out of that house for good.
You're going to have to change laws, though, because in Western states, it's all about reuniting the family, because that's what's more important, especially way back when. But again, it is like turning around an oil tanker. You got to get one guy as a legislator to start the fight to change the laws. It may be a hard time, but it's worth it for the kids.
But nobody wants to do it. No, we don't have a legislator that wants to put.
Not right now.
No,
not right now.
No, and it hasn't happened yet either.
All right, that'll do it. The 5 biggest stories you need to know. We know you're busy. That's why we do your homework for you. It's the Daily Download right here on News Talk 92.3 KTAR.